Today we're going to test the LM339 quad comparator. That's this IC right here. This little setup that I have right here looks like this. I'll leave this up at the end of the video so you can get a good screenshot of it. See if I can do this without getting out of focus here. When the inverting input voltage is higher than the non-inverting input voltage, the output goes low. Over here, when the inverting input is lower than the non-inverting input, the output goes high. So here we have a switch. It's our test switch, and we're open here. So pin 6 sees the 5 volts. It's pulled up to the 5 volts through this 10K ohm resistor. That makes pin 6 higher than pin 7. Pin 7 is set to 2.5 volts with this voltage divider right here. Both resistors are the same value. We have 5 volts. 5 volts divided by 2 is 2.5 volts. That's our reference voltage. That's the voltage that we swing around. Over here, that switch is closed, which ties pin 6 to ground. And now the 2.5 volts on the non-inverting input is higher than the 0 volts on pin 6. So that's the key right there. When the inverting input is higher than the non-inverting input, the output is low. When the inverting input is lower than the non-inverting input, the output is high. Now the output of a comparator is open collector, so you have to have this pull-up resistor. Let's perform the test. Right, here's our voltage divider. Let's zoom in a little bit. There's our voltage divider. This is the pull-up resistor on the output, and this is our test button right here. And it also has a pull-up resistor. This is the 10K. Now you can see right now that the output is low. The switch is not closed, and pin 6 is higher than pin 7 because we're pulled up. Pin 6 is pulled up with this 10K ohm resistor. Now when I push the switch, pin 6 will be at ground, and pin 6 is now lower than pin 7. Let's try that again. Here we are. The inverting input is higher than the non-inverting input, so the output is low. In our case, we got 0.042. Push the button. Now, the non-inverting input voltage is higher than the inverting input voltage, so our output is high, and in our case, 4.97 volts. Now, to test the other quad comparator, there's 4 in this package. You just turn your power supply off and move your wires over to the other comparator. I'll do it in this case. Pin 4 of the other comparator is the inverting input. Pin 5 of the other comparator is the non-inverting input. And pin 2 is the output. Here we are. Pin 4 is higher than pin 5. The inverting input is higher than the non-inverting input, so the output is low. Push the button. Now the non-inverting input voltage is higher than the inverting input, and the output goes high. There's two other comparators on the other side, and you can test them too with the same setup. There you go. That's how you test a comparator. In this case, the LM339.